As Governor Scott Walker plans one of the largest attacks on state workers in U.S. history, the people have come forward in the tens of thousands in Madison to demand an end to the assault on the working class. Crowds like these are rarely seen outside the Third World or G20 summit, but they have been recently seen in Egypt. The Republican governor has proposed several measures to reduce the rights and living standards of those who serve the public, those who serve people like you and me. First, he would ban the workers' right to strike, end collective bargaining rights, along with slashing wages. The people have told Governor Walker that they are not going to accept these reductions on their rights. Tens of thousands of people have begun protesting and occupying the area around the governor's office. Even students have walked out of school alongside their teachers to join the protest efforts. Both sides eventually joined up and became one as they stood against the fascism of the Republican governor. Governor Walker is so afraid of the protesters, so afraid that the situation might turn into a new Egypt, that he's threatened violence against the people. He's threatened to call in the National Guard to shut down the demands of ordinary working-class Americans. The threat of violence from the state against the people it serves is blatantly showing what kind of fascists are in charge. The big danger in America is the American people. The National Guard, indeed. The same people you call to lock down New York City after 9/11 are the same people you call when you don't like the people's opinion of your actions. President Barack Obama came out publicly in his usual two-faced manner, pretending to support the workers while justifying the bourgeois measures. He began by telling people how he heard about how hard it is for the average person to get by. But of course, this did not affect his adamant defense of the measures. These will save jobs by avoiding layoffs, and everybody's got to make some adjustments to the new fiscal realities. Nothing shows the true nature of capitalism as demanding the working class and poor shut the hell up and tighten their belts after handing trillions over to the Wall Street parasites and corporate elite. Nothing so blatantly shows the stark reality of capitalism that the right and the fake left tries to hide than this. Obama and Governor Walker might as well have just said, "Shut up, dirty peasants, rich people are talking." It's not often the state sector workers are so fully supported by the working class. Many among the working class in America have swallowed the propaganda they give about state jobs and employees, often referred to as people who don't want to work or don't want to work hard, that they're just greedy. A true hypocrisy of capitalism. Often, the state workers are made the scapegoats of financial difficulties. They blame the unbalanced budgets and cutting corporate and business taxes on the state workers, calling them overpaid. It seems, however, unlikely that the masses have not fallen for it this time. There is a very strange feel to this event, unlike all the others in the recent history of America. There's a different spirit in the air as the working class resists. Anyone who is there can attest to this. Need more evidence? How about all the reports of plainclothes officers in the crowd at the event? For once, these plainclothes officers are not on duty. They are off duty, protesting alongside the working class, something I can honestly say I have never seen before. Even elements within the police are not following government power. Now, what is this spirit? Where is it coming from? If you talk to the people on the ground, the protesters themselves, they tell you where it is coming from. Over and over, the reporters have asked the protesters what has given them this inspiration. The answer, more often than not, has been the people of Egypt. Rarely are the people in the Third World and the First World on the same page. The militancy of this action against the Republican governor has been fueled by the successes of the Egyptian Revolution. They say racism has a strong grasp in America, and that may be true. But the power of the class interest extends beyond phony racial lines drawn up by the ruling elite and the hate mongers. The racially motivated insanity of Glenn Beck can be beaten. He has tried to whip up all the fear-mongering behind the Egyptian Revolution, trying to get us to hate and fear the Arabs. It has failed. Revolution in Egypt and the building revolutions across the Arab world have had their positive effect right here, spurring us on against our own oppressors. This builds the anti-imperialist movement. People only begin to see the need for international solidarity when they see how the liberation of others is bound up with theirs. So much for your phony libertarian individualist stance. The people want to be united. Here it is happening organically as we all strive for liberation. This is the potential power of the people if we unite across all nations. This is the potential power of the people if we unite across all races, colors, religion, and every other BS difference the bourgeoisie throw at us. This is the power of the people. And if you think the people of Egypt don't care about what's happening in Wisconsin, I slap this across your face. What we need to do now is have the people to create 2, 3, many Wisconsins. Right now, this is a tide of worker power against the capitalist class. It's time to ride the wave of proletarian power. This may be the catalyst that shows the bourgeoisie and its running dogs that we are taking power. If you can't get to the Wisconsin protests, take the protests to your own governor's office and create 2, 3, many Wisconsins. We are learning from the Egyptian people. We need to learn to walk like an Egyptian. We need to make our own history.